So today we're going to take a look at downloading SQL Server 2017, which all of you have access to, and using it for configuration and setting it up. So we're going to start with look for your college and university. Okay, so here we want to put in our defaults for where we're at. When you get to this page here, you're going to want to sign in, username and password. Once you've logged in, you'll see all the different software that you can download. As you can see, there's quite a selection. And we're going to want to find SQL Server 2017 is what we're interested in. SQL Server 2017 Developer is a really good one too. But I mean, as long as we have access to it, we might as well take the strongest version, which is SQL Server 2017 Enterprise. Add to cart. So once you've logged in and you've selected the software that you want to download, you'll come to a screen like this, and you're going to select the download for SQL Server 2017. I usually click Save. After it's downloaded, I usually click Open. And this screen will open up. And we're going to say that we want to set up. This will pop up. This is our installation center, and we're going to want to install. So let's do that. We want a new SQL Server standalone installation. Once this is passed, we'll click Next. Here you can select what is relevant. In this situation, because I might be doing a little bit of R, Python, and all sorts of stuff, I'm going to go ahead and select everything. Looks like the Oracle, this one here for the Polybase needs an update, but here's the reality. I'm not going to use that, so I don't really care. I'll go ahead and fix it, and then and the easy way to fix that is either to download the Java runtime or to get rid of the Polybase query service for external data, which is what I'm going to do. This will come up. You're going to want to give it a named instance. I will usually name it MS SQL, and then I'll usually give it the instance that it is, just in case I have different instances running. But I mean, you can name this pretty much whatever you want. This will come up, and I'll usually grant that and say Next. This part here is important. You're going to want to select Mixed Mode SQL Server Authentication, and you're going to want to enter a password for the SA account. Make sure that you write this down. It's something you're going to remember, because you're going to need it. This is the System Administrator account. And I also add the current user, which is me. Okay, it's still working. So I'm here as current user logged in, and I also have a password set up for my SA account. You don't want to click Next yet. We're going to want to do some other things first. This is fine unless you're going to set this up somewhere else. This is fine. File stream is important. We're going to click on File Stream. And the reason we're going to do this is because you might write an application that is going to access this database on this machine. And so if you do that, you won't be able to access the server instance of SQL Server unless this is checked on, your file stream is enabled. So you want to do this part right here. Now, if you're just testing, you're just developing off of the same system, you don't need to do this. This is only if you might test it from another machine. which you may do. So I think it's important to check it off. Now here there's some different options you can use. There's tabular mode and there's multi-dimensional mode. What you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to select multi-dimensional and data mining mode. This is important because as you build your database, you're going to want to use established database principles. In other words, using parent tables, child tables, and possibly many-to-many tables. And if you have any doubts, there's a web page that you can go to right here, and it's going to give you all the information you need to know about comparing the tabular and multidimensional solutions. And it's right here in the Microsoft Docs, and you can see the website. Okay, so the big differences here, they give a nice comparison on the model features. And here's multidimensional right here. And you can see that it allows you to do some important things that you simply can't do in tabular. Aggregations is important for us, but the really big things here are like distinct count. We're going to want to do that without having to worry about DAX. We're going to want to build many-to-many relationships to handle those situations when you do have a many-to-many relationship between tables, which happens a lot. You're going to want to have parent and child relationships or hierarchies. We can do that in multidimensional. We can do that via DAX in tabular. And so this is simply the one that you want to choose for our type of for our situation. Okay, which is data storing our data and data management. So once you've selected the multidimensional and data mining mode, you can take a look at your data directories, and all this is fine unless again you want to change this as to where your directory is going to be located. And a lot of times you do want to have that in its own place. I don't, not this time. We do want to add the current user, which is me, to our authorities. So let's let that happen. So once I've selected myself, that's fine. And you can add more if you want to. You can go here and look for other stuff, but and for me, I'm fine with this. So we'll just leave it as that. And you can always change this later too. That's the nice part, is that all of this is customizable. We have our port number, which is fine. This is all fine. We'll move forward now. Always add your current user if you're the one logged on and that's what you want to do. You're going to get asked if you want to consent to install Python. Yes, we do. And finally, we come to the Ready to Install page. And you can see all the different options we're going to install. Yes, we want all of that. Let's install.